Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. It is a new year and this is my first video of the new year, so I'm so glad to be back. Let's just cheers, let's just toast to a positive, prosperous, just a year of self-love, a year of self-growth and development, a year of just amazingness. I declare it, I know it's going to happen. I manifested that into the world this year. So with everything in my life, my channel, my career, just everything. So I'm just so excited about the new year, so happy about the new year. So let's just toast to the new year before we get into this video. Okay everybody, so I'm wearing a FAMU shirt, so you must think, okay, she must be about to do a video about college life or something, and yes, that is really true. I am doing a video entitled My HBCU Journey because there's so many students getting ready to go to college. And if you're a first generation college student, you probably didn't have older siblings, or your parents probably didn't know all the steps that it took to get a student to college, or there's so many things that have changed from when your parents were younger in college to now. So I wanted to do a video to kind of let you guys know those steps for college. Big advocate for college life, so I'm always trying to encourage students to go to college. It's not necessarily to get your degree, but most of all to network and to educate yourself in different aspects of the world and life and meet new people from different demographics. You know, I wouldn't be the person that I am if I didn't go to college, and I definitely wouldn't be the person I am if I didn't go to the Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. Now, granted, I would love for y'all to come to FAMU, but I know everybody's journey is different. But I do want to let you guys know some steps that I wish I would have known. I'm the oldest child, so I kind of learned everything as I went, but I wanted to, like, if I knew the things I knew now, I probably would have set myself up for a better college life. But I think I had an amazing college life, and I just wanted to share that experience with you guys. So, before you decide what college you're going to go to or what you're going to major in, you really got to think about why you want to go to college. A lot of people want to go to college to be dentist or doctor, so you definitely need that education. A lot of people want to go to school for acting like I did, so it's like, do I want to go to a performing arts school or do I want to go to a full university? Alright y'all, so before you can genuinely decide about college, you need to think about the who, what, where, when, and why. Who's going to college? You. Why do you want to go to college? Are you going to college because you want to go, or are you going to college because your parents are forcing you to go? Where do you want to go? Do you want to stay in your hometown? Do you want to stay in your home state? Or do you want to go to another state? Are you playing sports? Are you, like, you got to think about all those types of things as well. When are you going to go to college? Are you going to take a gap year? Or are you just going to jet right off and start school in the summer? Think about all those things. Those things play a big role with you deciding on college and when you're going to start, and you know what's best for you. And with that, the number one thing is research. Research, you know, once you figure out what you want to go to school for, research those that career. Research what type of schools those types of people attend, people that you admire, what type of schools they went to. Think about all those things. Just make sure you do your research first before you decide on one school. And you can apply to many schools, and then once you do that, decide, okay, this is where I want to do, where I want to go. Think about your top 5 schools that you want to go to. Research those top 5 schools, weigh your pros and cons, and decide which one is best for you. But apply to all of them, and then once you get your acceptance letters back, decide, you know, this is where I want to go. Go on those college tours. Go visit them so that you can know, like, if this is something that you genuinely, if this is somewhere where you genuinely want to be. So before you can even apply to school, there's some things that you have to do first, and one of those things, make sure your GPA is up. You want to make sure that you have a great GPA, not only for college but for scholarships as well. And then you also want to make sure that you are taking your standardized tests and you're taking your ACT or SAT. Some schools, you can take both. I know for me, I took both, and schools, they look at whatever one if you did good on your ACT, send that in. If you did good on your SAT, send that in. You definitely want to make sure that your GPA is up. It's going to be tough to get into school with a low GPA. Some schools do have programs where you can go to over the summer, and depending on how you do, they'll allow you to be a full-time student in the fall. So if you don't have the best GPA right now, college is not something that is cut out for you. You can still see if they have a program where you can go in the summer and then transition into a full-time student in the fall. Maybe you might have to go to a 2-year college first. That is okay, but whatever it is, just make sure that you are setting yourself up during your junior and senior year of high school so that you are prepared for college when you do graduate. So I know I talked about you guys having your GPA together for school, but you also need it together for scholarships. when you are getting ready for school, you have to apply. And when you apply, you typically have to write an essay. They give you different topics to write about, why you want to go to college, maybe even what is your future after graduation, like different things like that. You have to turn in your ACT or SAT scores. You have to turn in your GPA, what is it called? Woo, it's been so long since school. Your transcript, oh my God. You have to turn in your transcript. What else do you have to do? Yeah, so when you're doing all that stuff, you also have to apply for scholarships and apply for financial aid if you cannot pay out of pocket. Financial aid is something you want to do at the top of the year. So if you're going to school this spring, you want to make sure, or this summer or fall, you want to make sure your financial aid is done in January or February. The earlier the better. And that's something that you'll have to do with your parent or your guardian. Now, scholarships, apply for every scholarship you see. Scholarships for your name starting with a B. Scholarships for being left-handed. Scholarships for being the first generation to go to college. You apply for every scholarship because you know what? Free money is the best money. Okay? There's nothing like having a full ride to school and then having money to spend while you're in college so that you don't have to take out loans. Trust me, you do not want to take out loans if you don't have to. I know for me, I received a lot of different scholarships. One thing you guys might honestly want to do is once you decide what school you are going to and you've narrowed it down, check out the different scholarships those programs have at your school. I know a lot of schools have scholarships to where they'll pay your 4-year tuition depending on your GPA. There's some schools that have like housing and scholarships all in one, so just make sure you research to find out what's best for you depending on where you live. I know I lived in Tallahassee, Florida right before college, so you know we have Bright Futures. I know in Georgia they have something else to where it's like your parents are like you're saving money, or you're also, depending on your GPA, you get awarded a certain amount of money. So make sure you just stay on top of your GPA all throughout high school, because I'm telling you, that is going to be a great way to get free money to go to college. So in college, you got to think about what things you're going to need before college. So a lot of times when you're going to college, most people stay in dorms. You're going to need everything for your dorm. You're going to need school supplies. You're going to need maybe a new fall wardrobe. You're going to need money for a meal plan. If you're going to have a car on campus, you have to think about that. If you're going to have a job or work study, you know, you got to think about that too. I recommend not having a car your first year on campus. Thug it out, have a good time with your friends, learn how to walk, catch the bus. But for you guys now, you don't have to worry about those things. You guys got Uber and Lyft, so it's a lot more convenient for you than it was for me when I was in college. Definitely, I would recommend having a trunk party for a graduation party. I didn't have a trunk party, but I heard a lot of my friends from college had them. And basically what a trunk party is you buy a trunk, and for your graduation party you have everybody come bring items to fill in your trunk that you'll need for college. If that's ramen noodles, sheets, shower shoes, toiletries, clothes, book bags, school supplies, everything you might need for college. You have them bring it as gifts and you put it in your trunk, because when you go to college you don't have a lot of space, and a trunk is something that you may definitely need. So getting a trunk and having a trunk party is, I think, a great way to, you know, even if it's like a going away party for graduation. After graduation, like right before you leave, do that. So have a trunk party so that you don't have to pay for anything. So once you've decided what school you want to go to, you've decided like where you're going to stay at, you've decided, you know, you're going to get a meal plan, you're going to do work study, whatever, make sure you guys go on a college tour. There is nothing like deciding on a school and not knowing anything about it, or not knowing like how convenient it's going to be walking all the way from this side of the campus to go to the cafeteria. Just make sure you guys go on college tours. I know a lot of times during spring break, a lot of schools, high schools, they have like a college tour. I know the high school I went to, they didn't have it when I was in school, but they did have is different colleges would come to school every morning during the second semester, and they would come and you can like get a pass from your teacher to go get information about that school. But I know for my little sister, when she was in high school, every spring break they would get a week, and students were allowed to go with our school on college tours. They went to like some of the biggest colleges in Florida, so they had that opportunity to check them out to decide, you know, if there's something I wanted to do. And I think that's a great opportunity, and I think it's a great chance to really decide if it's something that you want. You want to do what you want, to think about yourself and think about like why I want to go to school, where I want to go, and go somewhere where you want to go, not just because you're forced. So I definitely recommend that. So you have got your application turned in and you get your letter back that says you are accepted into school. Congratulations. So once you get accepted into school and you start college, I recommend, just living your best life, staying on top of your grades, getting involved on campus if that's playing sports, or getting involved in your actual school, stepping for a dorm step team, anything. Just get involved, meet new people. This is your chance to meet people from every demographic, different races, different people who are from all types of places. There's at my school, there are people from Alaska, people from overseas. Like, it's just amazing, the college experience, to meet so many people in one place. It's a great experience. So make sure you're taking advantage of that. Make sure you are going to different things that they're having on campus. Make sure you are taking advantage of school trips. I cannot tell you, I told you guys before in my video about why I went to FAMU and so many of the opportunities that I was granted while being at FAMU. I traveled so many places for free. I traveled so many places because I was involved, and because sometimes you get, oh, you're waiting on your friends. No, sometimes just go. If the opportunity presents itself, take it, you guys. Take advantage of it. But remember, while you are involved on campus, make sure to stay on top of your grades. It is imperative that you stay on top of your GPA, you guys. It's like credit. Once it goes down, it's so hard to get it back up, because having a high GPA is going to help you out when you are part of different organizations, or if you're trying to join a sorority or a fraternity, or if you are trying to run for office on campus. You have to have a certain GPA, because why would they have you in their organization or have you representing the school if you can't even go to class and do your work? So you want to make sure you stay on top of that, because that will also set you up for your future. That will also set you up for internships. That will set you up for careers after you graduate. So you just want to make sure you stay on top of that, because having a high GPA and being able to balance that school work-life balance and having a social life, that just shows maturity, and that shows that that just shows your growth throughout your year in college. So I think I pretty much covered everything. If there's anything that I didn't cover, comment below, and I will definitely make another video with all the questions that people may have. Some things that I didn't do in college that I wish I had: I did not do any internships. And I think that's because of me being a theater student. A lot of those opportunities weren't afforded to me. It wasn't like I was an SBI or anything where I had to. But I think that's something that you should definitely take advantage of. And studying abroad, a lot of people don't take advantage of that studying abroad program. It is something I think that is very, very wise to do, and it's something that's great, especially for the, for new millennials to genuinely travel to another country and see what it's like to go to school there and learn from different cultures. I think that's a great opportunity. So yeah, I thank you guys so much for watching this video. I am so happy with my decision to go to college. I know a lot of people don't want to go to college, or they go and they leave, but it's just getting that experience. It's just amazing to me. Years ago, African American people could not go to college, so it just means the world to me that me being the first person in my family, my immediate family, to graduate from a 4-year college means a lot to me. It means the world to me, because before it couldn't have been done, especially for a woman. HBCUs they're amazing. Historically black colleges, a lot of people talk so much about them, or they make it seem like we're not always together, in the sense of they're not on the levels of a PWI. African American Studies is mandatory at FAMU, and I genuinely think that it should be mandatory at all schools, just because it's mandatory for you to learn about American history. But when you learn about American history, they don't really talk about black history. So being at a school where it's mandatory to learn about people who look like you, or just other people in general, all different cultures. I just think that's pretty much amazing, and I'm so happy to be a part of something like that. So I thank you guys for watching. I missed you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. This year it's gonna be some amazing things popping off on my channel. I love y'all. Like, subscribe, follow, and don't forget. Like, subscribe, comment, and don't forget to comment below if you have any questions about college, if there's anything you want to know, because I would really love to share my experience as much as I can. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye.